I'd like to welcome you to WCPT AM's Out Chicago. Think of us as Sunday brunch with your gay best friends. Now please welcome your host, Scott Duff.
And a happy Sunday fun day to everybody out there. Scott Duff here along with Ellen Miller.
Good morning, Scott Duff.
Good morning, Ellen Miller. And happy holidays,
Happy holidays
to you.
We're in the middle of it.
We are in the middle of it. We are in the thick of it. And that's why we are pre-recording it.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are coming to you live on tape from the beautiful studios in Jefferson Park. We thought that we should probably have a little time to catch our breath as we careen towards the holidays and the end of the year. So that means another fabulous best of show.
Yay! I love the best ofs.
Yeah, me too. And we had a really great year this year. Like, it's kind of what is.
I was reflecting about when we started. This is our 13th year?
We're in our 12th year right now.
Year,
We're wrapping
we're about
it up.
to start the 13th. You know, when we first started a brand new show, you know, on the here on WCPT, you know, we had to kind of like struggle to find guests, right? Now it's like we have so many people that want to be on, which is great. But this year, this lineup that we have that we're doing on the Best of show, just every one of these interviews, not that all of our interviews, all of our guests are great, but just love this assortment and collection of great people that we had on.
It was really hard to choose.
It really was.
I was going through. I'm like, what's okay? But because we could do like about 14 of these best of shows. But you know, fortunately, we'll just have a little one. But so that means that the phone line is not open.
No, don't try to call.
Don't try to do that. And if you want to watch YouTube, that's fine. But you won't see our beautiful faces.
Or on Facebook Live. You won't see
our beautiful faces there on Facebook Live. But we will be live next week.
Yes.
For our final year of the show.
Scott's birthday.
And also happens to be my birthday. So if you want to get ready, mark it on your calendar that, you know.
Mark it, baby.
Mark it. You can.
28th of December.
Yes, it is my 28th birthday,
and
too.
It's his 28th birthday.
Yep. That's the sound
it's
of me.
your golden birthday.
It's my golden birthday, 28.
28 on the 28th.
On the 28th. That is, yeah. So if you want to Venmo
if you want
me
to send gifts or food for that day.
No, just Venmo, cash.
Oh, he wants cash. I want
cash.
food, he wants cash.
I want cash right now.
You heard
I need some cash. Girl, because our Christmas tree is has become a project.
Oh, it's still going?
Well, at the time of the recording, yes. But no, but we have become we got a replacement tree,
right?
You know, so we are Jerry and his beauty visionary that he is. He likes to make everything beautiful.
Yes, he does.
We've had to get some new things. So cash is appreciated.
I want to see pictures.
Oh, it's
Post
really
more
beautiful.
photos.
Yes, of course. But how are you doing? I know you're going to be on the road this holiday season.
I am. We're Kathy's on her way back from Tennessee right now. We're heading back. We're going to be in Tennessee. We're going to. It's near Crossville, Tennessee, Fairfield Glade. Her mom lives there. Her brother, his wife, and their two adorable kids are coming up. We're going to celebrate for 2 nights in Crossville area, and then we're going to head to Nashville, where one of our actual guests is from. I'm going to reach out to her, see if she's playing anywhere, Mariel. But we're going to spend a couple nights in Nashville, and then we'll come back on the 23rd. I will actually be in Nashville when you're hearing this show. It's always fun to go there. It's great for a couple of nights. We stay at a wonderful hotel that's right next to Printers Alley. There's a great restaurant there. There's a blues club where I play. It's like a little home away from home because we know everybody, you know, from going every year.
Of course you do. There's you have never met a stranger.
Try not to.
You have never met a stranger.
So, yeah, that's our plan. And then we'll be back in time for driving home on the 23rd and celebrate Christmas in Chicago.
Oh, great. You are going to be home.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about you?
Well,
it was
that was up in the air, I know. So, well, that's good that you'll be home for the holidays.
Yes, we didn't know until the other night because of Kathy's stepdad who passed away last Sunday after the show.
So sorry about that.
Yeah. Thank you. So anyway, life, you know, it's life, and things happen around the holidays and just makes it even more. You know, you're more grateful and you're more sad sometimes, but it is a time to find get your bearings and just don't go crazy and do what you can do and remember to celebrate and enjoy.
Yeah, celebrate and enjoy the moment. And also, we've talked about this a lot on our show about how the holidays, it really is a mixed bag for a lot of people. It's, it can be very, very happy. It can be really, really sad. And times I think it's really important to honor those moments of sadness, to take the time to, I mean, you're talking to a person who puts up, his Dia de los Muertos thing and stays up for a while, but just to honor those that we have lost and remember, the good times that we had. And we were lucky enough to spend the time that we had with them.
Including my puppy that's not with us this year. And I got Kathy an ornament. I didn't want to do it after she passed because she was sick last Christmas too. And I got her, I saw it on Facebook or something. I got her an ornament with her picture on it. And it's just, that's, but you honor, you remember, and you just push through and enjoy the happy times.
Yeah. I don't even think you have to push through. I think you just kind of have to just move through. You don't have to be quite as aggressive, but it's okay. And it's like Free to Be You and Me with Rosie Greer. It's all right to cry.
It is.
Crying gets the sad out of you.
And Marlo Thomas.
Yes.
I loved that. That was a made-for-TV movie of the week.
Oh.
On ABC TV when I was a kid.
Girl.
You weren't even born.
Yeah. Yeah, I was.
Not when it first came out, I bet.
Yeah, I was.
You were?
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
I grew up with that thing.
Oh, I love that.
Love Free to Be You and Me.
I loved it too.
This is what I've been talking about with all of our, this makes me so confused about politics these days because my generation, we grew up with Free to Be You and Me.
Yeah.
Talking about it's okay that William wants a doll.
Yeah.
We're talking about it's all right to cry, to show your emotions, to process things. You've got like Atalantia, who was like running the race, and she wanted people were trying to marry her off, and she said no, only if somebody can beat me.
I haven't seen it in all those years.
I remember it is
but
imprinted.
I loved it.
And the album, and Carol Channing's doing her poem about housework.
I have a bracelet from Carol Channing.
Wait, what?
Stop. I wore it last night.
Wait, what? Okay, my birthday is next week. I enjoy baubles as well as cash.
Can I tell you a quick story?
Please do. Yeah.
Okay, so I was born in Cincinnati. I lived in Hamilton, Ohio until age 7. And outside, near Cincinnati, it's close to the Kentucky border, was this famous club called the Beverly Hills nightclub or something. And my parents used to go there to see like major acts, to see. And one night they went to see Carol Channing, and she used to do Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. And she would take her bracelet off and throw it into the audience, and my dad caught it.
Oh.
And when I went through my mom's estate jewelry,
it was
my
there?
sister and I picked, and I made sure that was one of the top because we went back and forth. And it's a beautiful little rhinestone, fits my wrist beautifully. But Dad
I have
reached
very
up and
dainty wrists for a man. I just want to let you know.
I'll loan it
Please.
But I love it. It feels so good on, and I love the story behind it that my dad caught it. And they came home that night and I go, I was like 6.
Yeah.
How was the show? They go, look at Daddy caught this bracelet. So I have Carol Channing's bracelet. And I wore it last night. So thanks for bringing it up. Who knew?
I had Joan Rivers' plant.
You did?
Joan Rivers gave me a plant.
She did?
Yeah, years ago when we were still living in Memphis, she was performing. There are these big casinos in Tunica, Mississippi, and we hopped on it. We got in the car. We were like, "Let's go!" And she was like 72 at the time. Amazing! Like I could not believe, like. Firecracker. She was just moving around the entire stage. She was just on it. Hilarious. And at the end of the show, she had there were these plants that were on the stage, and she was like, "Here," because we were down front. She's like, "Here, take this." So we had a fern from
that's
Joan
so
Rivers.
Cool. I love that.
I know. There we are.
Start little brushes with fame.
Brushes with fame.
Do a whole show on that.
We could. But this week, as we're entering into the holidays, we're spending Christmas Eve and Christmas Day with our chosen family, with our family of choice, with our queer family.
Oh, good for you guys.
I'm very, very excited about it. One of our friend's kid has been studying abroad in Jordan, and so she'll be coming back just before we are able to celebrate Christmas. So we're doing Christmas Eve with them, Christmas Day, and then Boxing Day, which is the day after.
Right.
We are driving up to Milwaukee with my niece and her family, and my sister and brother-in-law are going to be coming in. Yeah. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see my nephew and his new baby. just because of travel and time and all that good stuff.
Well,
But
you're getting one. You're getting
yeah, so it'll be great to get to go and be a fabulous uncle and celebrate the
they have two
holidays.
kids now?
They have 2 kids
Yeah.
now. James and baby Kit.
Oh yeah, sweet baby James.
Yeah, sweet baby James, and who's no longer a baby. And then there's baby Kit, who's no longer a baby.
Right. I remember when
And
she was born.
I know, and she had that little helmet on.
I was thinking about that. Yeah.
I know.
My goddaughter just had a sweet baby James a couple weeks ago too.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Well, there we
I
are.
haven't met him yet. He was a preemie, but I'm looking forward to
We've
it.
got sweet baby James. Well, we're going to be in the car a lot. Do you like? You just seem like a road tripping kind of gal.
Kathy and I both love road
I
trips.
hate them, but for some reason I just like. But I mean, it's fine. Like I enjoy driving and all that stuff, but I'm never like, oh, this is great. Let's go, just drive. I'm like, ugh, let's just get there, But what do you like? So what is on your playlist this holiday season as you're heading into the holiday season?
Into the Great South. We listen to Chicago radio until it fades out, and then we start the holiday Christmas songs in the car.
But do you have like a go-to? Like, do you have a couple of albums?
Well,
or like,
yeah. Well, we end up because we get kind of in a Southern mentality, so we do country Christmas,
okay,
and we do reggae Christmas because it brings us the warmth of Jamaica.
There we are.
And just we listen to Christmas music there and back. We do.
But I mean, I want specifics. Have you
specifics? I mean, we kind of just do a Spotify playlist, you know.
But is there but there isn't like a couple of albums that make you just go,
there's
oh.
Soulful Christmas.
Soulful
part
Christmas?
1 and part 2.
Oh, so it's a compilation.
Yes. I love, This Christmas is on there, Donny Hathaway. I love the Soulful Christmas. That's my favorite.
It's always good.
One of my favorites. Yeah.
Have you listened to Squirrel Nut Zipper's Christmas Caravan?
I have not.
Girl,
I'll write it down.
You need to write that down because they're from New Orleans.
Right. I know about the band.
Yeah. And it is, talk about the most delightful, wonderful mix of like joyful and melancholy.
Mm-hmm.
It is one of the perfect Christmas albums in my mind.
Thank you for suggesting it.
Yes, it is. It's really just, it's wonderful. It has the whole NOLA vibe kind of going through it.
Oh, and we also do there's a Zydeco Christmas album that I love too.
Of course.
Thanks for bringing that up.
That tracks.
Yeah.
That tracks.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite well, I mean, you've got to go with classic of Vince Guaraldi.
Oh, and I never get tired. Never get tired of hearing that soundtrack.
Never get tired of that
Nope.
the whole thing is just beautiful. Yeah. The Charlie Brown Christmas special.
Love it. Never gets old.
Never gets old.
What else do you like?
So, okay, so I've got this thing about like a cappella groups.
Yeah,
that they
you
make
don't
me,
love them.
I don't love them. They make me nervous because their attitudes are too good. Like they
have
just
a lot of confidence to do that.
Well, not even the confidence. They're just like, hey, and I usually love teamwork and everything, but for some reason they just annoy me, which does not track with how much I love the Manhattan Transfer.
Okay.
It does not track. It does not track at all. But the Manhattan Transfer's Christmas album is one of my all-time favorites. I love it when a lady makes her voice sound like a trumpet. It makes me so happy. Yes. And they're
oh, did you see Saturday Night Live this past Melissa?
You mean a couple weeks ago?
A couple weeks ago. Yes, it was a couple weeks ago. Melissa McCarthy was on, and she played like a mouth trumpet.
Oh, did she?
That was her instrument.
All right.
You go check it out if you love a lady playing the mouth trumpet.
All right. Well, that just sounds dirty now.
Well, it was a little bit. It was fun.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
we got to have comedy.
Yes,
What's going on these days? But also, one of my favorite all-time holiday songs that has just become my favorite holiday song for the last couple of years is Christmas Wrapping by The Waitresses.
Oh, I love The Waitress. I must know.
Yeah, The Waitresses are like, I know a boy's like.
I love it, yeah.
Okay, so they've got a Christmas song called Christmas Wrapping.
I'm writing all these down,
like
Scott.
W-R-A. It's a little pun. But to me, it is one of the greatest.
So they're rapping like a
It's one of the greatest story songs on the planet. Like people don't usually do story songs anymore, where there's like a beginning, middle, and end, and you follow the thing.
Right.
This one, it it starts off like on Christmas Eve, and she's like, "Oh, bah humbug! Wait, no, but that's too strong because it is my favorite holiday." She's just talking about how at the end of the year everything is so busy and so much that she's like going to spend Christmas alone this year. But as she's doing that, she's recalling a time last year when she had like a chance encounter at a ski shop with this guy, and they kind of hit it off. And throughout the entire year, she chronicles them going through like trying to hook up, trying to connect, trying to meet each other like in the springtime, and then they couldn't find a time, and like, oh, he invited her on a boat, but she got sunburned in the 3rd degree, and then they tried to find like a time at a Halloween party, but his car wouldn't work. And then but she's still just kind of wrapped up going back to Christmas. It's like, it's crazy. I'm going to send out some little cards, going to make some phone calls. I'm going to make a little tiny turkey. And then she realizes that she forgot the cranberry sauce. And she bundles up and she goes back out into the snow. And as she's trudging through the snow to the A&P, what should before her eyes appear but the guy that she's been chasing all year. Oh. And they both forgot cranberry sauce. And it's the best little meet cute of the whole thing. And so spoilers.
That reminds me of, there's a Dan Fogelberg song, Old Lang Syne, I think it's called, and it's a story song. And I cry every time I hear it. It's going to the liquor store, running into an old lover.
Oh, yeah. No, I know that song. I know that song.
It's a story song, and it is just I love that song. Yeah. It reminded me of it.
This one's a little bit happier.
Yeah, that one's a little sad.
This one is a little bit happier, but it is fun and wonderful. And also, if you are looking for something that is just a touch naughty, if you're traveling, I cannot recommend Kay Martin and Her Bodyguards.
What?
Kay Martin okay. and Her Bodyguards.
And Her Bodyguards.
Yes, Kay Martin. She was like a kind of a naughty singer in the 60s, naughty comedy thing. Just look up I know what you want for Christmas.
Okay.
But I don't know how to wrap it up.
Oh.
Yeah. And there's also Trim Your Tree by Jerry Butler. Very fun. Very fun and very naughty. I love it.
I have another quick story.
But we actually, hold that. Save that for a little bit later. Because we do have to take a break. But before we do that, hey, we got a quick favor from our listeners, especially the folks who help spread good information. If you've ever shared something you've heard on WCPT or read on heartlandsignal.com, maybe it's a clip, a story, or a moment that just kind of cut through all the noise, we want to hear from you. We are building a network of people who help their communities stay informed, and you might already be one of them. If you're listening to the station, you probably are. It only takes a couple minutes, and if you fill out the survey, you can enter a drawing for one of 5 $25 Visa gift cards. Just go to heartlandsignal.com/share and tell us how you pass information along. Again, that's heartlandsignal.com/share. You're a big part of how trustworthy pro-democracy news actually travels, and we want to learn from you. So thank you for doing that. And on that note, we should probably take a break. And when we come back, we are just kicking off our little best of end of the year holiday show right here on Out Chicago on WCPT Heartland Signal.
I'm filmmaker Stephen Cohn. Welcome back to Out Chicago on WCPT.
Welcome back to Out Chicago. Scott Duff here, along with Ella Miller, rolling along.
Loved reliving the memories.
Again,
these great interviews.
What an incredible...
Yeah.
And see now, Stephen, you played Stephen Cohn, man. Thank you so much for doing that. He's got a holiday movie, and I want to say it's like shoot. I wish I could remember it right now. I was not prepared. He's got a lovely, lovely little queer movie about the putting together of a Christmas pageant. It was like his first film. I need to look this up.
Okay.
Yeah, but sorry.
Yeah.
But I'm distracted now. I can look that up in a minute. But it was like, it really was such an incredible year this year. I still can't believe that we
embarrassment of riches
got to speak with the one and only John Waters, the one and only Leslie Ann Warren, and there are more that's going on. So it was just wonderful.
It was great.
It was a wonderful year.
Makes our job just so fulfilling to have that kind of interview those kinds of people that appreciate what we do, and you just learn so much about, you think you know about people, but when we have them on the show, we really get a in-depth view of who they are. And it's always like, wow, you're awesome.
Yeah.
It really
They
is.
are. Hey, and also if you want to relive any of the episodes that we had this year or even the year before or previously, you can listen to, rate, and share the Out Chicago full episodes and featured interview podcasts on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, TuneIn, iHeart, YouTube, and Amazon Music. Just search for Out Chicago or get the links on our show page by visiting heartlandsignal.com and clicking on our picture. So the Christmas is coming up. We both celebrate Christmas.
Yes.
And Hanukkah is winding down.
It is.
Kwanzaa is coming up too. What sort of movies or things like, I know you and Kathy right now are going to have, it seems like an intimate sort of little Christmas.
Yeah, as of today, we weren't quite sure what we were doing because we were potentially going to stay longer in Tennessee because she lost her stepdad and we didn't want her mom to be alone. But now her mom's going to be with her brother in Atlanta, so we're going to be in Chicago. I guess I should check.
Have y'all ever done just a cozy Christmas with the two of you?
Yeah, it was called COVID.
Oh,
That was it. That was the one and only.
yeah, there was that.
That was it. Yeah, I do. I think my sister will be around, and one of my brothers will be around, and his partner. So hopefully we'll be with them because we do the Christmas Eve is our night together when we do just the two of us.
Okay.
For the last.
Now, are you a Christmas Eve present opener or a Christmas Day present opener?
I grew up as a Christmas Day present opener as a kid.
Yeah.
But as an adult, and since Kathy and I have been together for 30 years, we started a tradition where we go out to a dinner. Usually it's a restaurant, an Italian restaurant that's honoring the feast of the seven fishes, since we love fish. And we do that together. Then when we come home, we open the gifts to each other. And then when we go to my brothers or they come to our house, wherever we're going, we open up, give family gifts together.
Okay.
But so it's just, we come home and we put on a fire, we put on some Christmas music, have a little drink of some sort, and we just have our little private Christmas together. And it's a lovely tradition. I'm glad we're able to do that again this year.
That's wonderful. Yeah. Growing up, we would do
one present. Some kids did one present.
We did one.
Christmas
Well, because
Eve.
on Christmas Eve, I grew up in the Episcopal Church, and so Christmas Eve was a lot of church services. So we'd go to like the kids service like in the early evening, and then we'd go back for. We don't really do we don't call it midnight mass, but we don't have mass, and it's not at midnight, but it usually ends around midnight. So we'd go to that, and it was always just such a beautiful, happy memory for me, because every year the service would end with singing Silent Night, and as you came in, you would pick up candles, and then as the Silent Night was playing, the acolytes would come out and they would light everybody's candle. You would pass the light throughout the entire church.
Beautiful.
And they would turn the lights down. So you would just be singing Silent Night by candlelight.
Oh, that's a beautiful
It's really, really
memory.
beautiful. Yeah. And my sister, who is an Episcopal priest and works her tail off this time of year.
Sure does.
Advent, look out. She does the same thing with her church in her congregation.
I love that.
Yeah, it's one of those special moments that I always remember. But then we would come home and we would get to open one present before we went to bed.
A lot of kids got to do that. We didn't get to do that.
Well, how many kids did you? There were 4. Yeah, well, I guess we only had 3. Yeah, but I also remember. Like when my brother was coming home from college and like he brought a girlfriend home, or like same thing with my sister and she brought a boyfriend, sort of thing. I remember one Christmas where we got home and nobody was going to bed, and I was livid.
Because you wanted to go to sleep so you could wake up and open
we need
gifts.
to go to bed because Santa is not going to come if you are awake. So
He
go
knows
to bed.
when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake.
He knows when you're awake. So I remember that one was a very
traumatic.
a very traumatic one for me. But so yeah, so now I'm having just a little moment. So it was wonderful.
I have a memory
embracing
of
the sadness.
when I was in Ohio. I I probably dreamt this, but to me it was real that I heard Santa and the reindeer on the roof. And so when we went to my grandmother's the next day with all my family, my aunts and uncles and cousins, my Aunt Sophie, I said, "You're not going to believe this, Aunt Sophie, but I heard Santa and the reindeer." She kept looking at me, smiling. And I thought to myself, she doesn't seem to believe me for some reason.
well,
but it really, I heard it. And then later on, of course, when reality set in, I always thought about Aunt Sophie smiling at me.
What reality? Reality that you can't hear Santa Claus? Because some people might be listening with other people around.
I know. I think I did hear
Sometimes you can't hear him.
Yeah,
Sometimes Santa needs a little help.
Right.
Because he's on stealth mode.
You're right.
He's on stealth mode. He's got to get in and get out. Got a lot of places to go. A friend of mine used to be like really hardcore in order to help Santa out, to make sure that the kids knew that Santa was there. She would go out into the front yard and throw glitter all over the front yard saying, "Look, it's reindeer poop." It's reindeer poop, and leave like footprints in the snow and everything because Santa's got stuff to do this time of year.
Sure does.
Mm-hmm. There we go. But one of the things that I'm looking forward to this week is I am Gen X. You might have just missed this, but I think you probably had a little bit. All the Rankin and Bass Christmas specials.
Oh, yeah.
The stop motion ones, with like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
They were right in my wheelhouse.
Yeah, right in your wheelhouse. But so, because my birthday is next week and 3 days after Christmas, and growing up, I was like, oh, look how lovely. People put up trees and decorations for me.
Your birthday.
And I loved those Rankin and Bass Christmas specials because there's something, to me, nothing sounds like Christmas more than the sound of reindeer flying in a Rankin and Bass special. It's like, oh, it's Christmas time. And about 20 years ago, a friend of mine, it's 20 years ago because he actually videotaped, recorded on VHS all of these Christmas specials, like including the weird, like the weird ones, like the First Christmas Snow, where Angela Lansbury plays a nun and she has to help a blind shepherd boy. There's like, it's the something about the Wonderful World Wizard. It was an L. Frank Baum one, the Adventures of Santa Claus. It's L. Frank Baum. That is so trippy. It's so great, and I love to try to hunt those down, especially the really obscure ones.
Yeah.
Because there's also like The Year Without a Santa Claus, which is awesome. I believe that's the one that has
The Year Without a Santa Claus. Yeah, I got that.
But that's the one that's got the heat miser and cold miser. I believe it's The Year Without a Santa Claus.
That one I'm not as, but Frosty I'm familiar with, of course. Rudolph.
Right.
And
Frosty always bothered me because it was an anime. It was a cartoon,
but
as
it was
opposed
Burl
to
Ives. But I love Burl.
No, that wasn't Burl Ives. Try me.
Wasn't he in Frosty?
No, he was.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
No. He was a snowman. He was the snowman in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. He was the narrator of it, Burl Ives, and he sang Silver and Gold, Silver and Gold. He sang all of that. But the Frosty one, which is a Rankin and Bass as well, is an actual cartoon and not the stop motion thing. And that one, I always kind of go,
You didn't like that one as much.
Yeah, also like 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, even though it's got some really great music in it, it is an animated one. I am such a nerd.
Yeah, well,
I am such a nerd.
He was in.
He played the snowman.
Yeah, he
was the narrator.
I remember his because he was still alive when it, obviously, for a while after it came out.
Oh yeah,
and he was a big. He was very popular. There are 17 Rankin and Bass Christmas specials.
I know, and I've seen them all.
I have not seen them all.
And I'm telling you, there's some that are just weird. There's one like the little drummer boy. Pretty much racist too. So that one doesn't age very, very well. So you might want to skip that one.
Okay, thanks for the warning.
But like Santa Claus is coming to town, The Year Without a Santa Claus, The First Christmas Snow, The Adventures of Santa Claus. What are the other ones that I'm missing over there?
There's we got the little drummer, Santa Claus coming. Nestor the
long-eared donkey.
Yeah, I can't forget that one.
Okay, now Nestor the long-eared donkey is about the donkey that took Mary and Joseph
Right.
to Bethlehem. And
Finally got some,
it was like
some
Dumbo.
attention.
It was Dumbo meets the Bible.
Yeah.
Because Nestor's long ears wrapped
right.
Mary and helped her on his little back.
Who knew?
I did, because poor Nestor, the long-eared donkey.
Rudolph's Shiny New Year.
Rudolph Shiny New Year with Eon, the buzzard, and Happy, the baby New Year. He's got very large ears, and Rudolph teaches him the power of being great.
And there's a Rudolph and Frosty Christmas in July.
Which is also animated, so blah, 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 not as good. There we are.
Anyway, there's
so many
now
of them.
People are thinking, I got to go find
I know,
these.
and I love the sense of nostalgia because as we grow older, Christmas, the feeling of Christmas changes. It evolves.
It does.
It still has magic in it, but it is not the same kind of magic. I think there is more of an emotional magic that happens. When you're a kid, the magic of Santa and like the joy of opening up presents and all of that stuff and getting together. But I think as you get older, there's still that magic that happens. There's still joy in opening gifts. But I think the real joy and the real, just the heart of it is just being with folks that you love.
I agree.
And being around, whether it's chosen family or actual family, there's something just wonderful.
And you don't have to be necessarily religious. I mean, I was yesterday on real estate inspection, and the buyer was Jewish. She goes, "We're the biggest Christmas family you could imagine." I go, I'm not a practicing Christian. I was brought up Christian, but I love Christmas. I think there's nothing wrong with being nice to people, being extra nice to people, giving people gifts, doing a gesture, having a gathering, to stop and just take stock of life in the past year, no matter what your religious beliefs are. So I think it's still a very special time of year no matter what your age.
I agree, no matter what your age. And there's something about, taking time to reflect again about what you can do for the people that you love.
Yeah.
People have been talking about a lot of isolation because of social media and on the phones, and like younger folks are feeling very, disassociated from people. And I think it's time to, put the phone away, really connect with people in real life, see what you can do to help other folks out.
And time to donate money.
Well, not even. I'm not even talking about donating. I'm just talking about like simple things. My neighbor is. Like our neighbor had a stroke. So I've just kind of like been dropping off some soup if I made extra, or just whatever, just finding. And she saw me, like his wife saw me this morning, was like, here, and she gave me just a little candle, but it was
She
just,
appreciated your gestures.
I mean, and
Right,
you don't
extra
even do
kindness.
anything.
Think about things you take for granted, and don't take them for granted.
Yeah, and just checking in with folks. We spent a lot of this year talking about being, overwhelmed by what's going on politically. Thankfully, we didn't talk about it today, But I think it's a nice little reminder when things get too big, think small. Go see what can you do to change your immediate world? How can you live your values, and how can you help make the world, even if it's just your world, your house, your neighbor's house, your block, your community, whatever, make that just a little bit better. And I think that is something that we can all carry with us throughout the year. With everything, especially today, since it is the winter solstice, it is the longest night of the year. It is usually cold.
Yeah, and dark.
Dark and cold. But tomorrow, the days start getting longer.
It's optimism.
So there's some hope, and if there's anything that we try to do, at least here on Out Chicago and with WCPT and Heartland Signal, is just try to offer up a little hope and a little bit of light. So there is light coming. We just have to be. We just have to persevere, and we have to be our own light sometimes and be the light for other folks. And the easiest way to do that is through kindness.
Truer words were never spoken, Scott. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you
Appreciate
for
that.
coming to my TED Talk.
Yes,
There we are.
that was really nice.
Thank you. And I want to thank, that brings us to the end of our show. Thank you so much for joining us today. I do want to thank all the folks that are involved. We got Paul and Devin who are on with the show. I want to thank all of the Matts.
Thank you. Yes, thank you, Matt.
Who come and they help everything out. I also want to thank Lady B, who's always been a part of our show when she comes in and helps and everything. And, be the light.
Yep.
Be the light. Be the change that you want to see in the world.
People appreciate it more than you ever know.
They will. And we will be back live.
On Scott's birthday.
On my birthday, where I'll be wearing Carol Channing's bracelet
Keep
right
trying.
here. We're also going to be having our special guests. The guys from the Gailey Show are going to be joining us for a special year in review
great.
kind of thing, but keeping it so gay. And we want you to make you keep the Yuletide gay. Happy holidays to you, Ellen Miller. Safe travels
Thank
as
you,
you are
Scott.
traveling and back and forth, and enjoy the season with Sweetie.
I will, and same to you and Jerry.
Thank
and
you.
your loved ones.
Thank you very much. And I'm Scott Duff, and until next week,
Stay proud.